I'm Dave.
I'm Stevie.
I'm Dad.
And I'm Son.
Welcome to another episode of DJ Project, a Q&A.
So then guys, welcome back to another video. Like Dad said, this one is a Q&A. We haven't done a dedicated Q&A in, it seems, forever. We've done Q&As for a while, certain videos, but we really used to like sitting down and doing a bit of a Q&A. So we decided to do one on Sunday. We've got
Christmas Eve.
Yeah, Christmas Eve. We've got Pickles in the background messing about. You'll get to see Pickles on this video, and you'll get to see Alfie on this video. That's another dog. If you watched a live yesterday, you'll know who Alfie is. But if you're still here, consider subscribing, guys. There's some amazing content coming next year. Definitely like the video if you enjoyed the video, and comment down below. Always love a bit around interaction on this channel. We ask people to ask the questions on Instagram, so if you can follow us on Instagram, that'll be great. If not, no stress, you can always ask a question on YouTube and we'll answer it where we can. But I guess less talking, guys, let's get straight into it and go now. So first question, guys, this one is coming from W Prop Furrow. Hi David and Stevie, or anything new coming into D&J projects next year in 2024? I'll let Dad answer this one.
But nothing really planned, not as yet. It's normally mid-year when we start buying stuff, and there's nothing really planned. I would like something to shred the wood or green, but got to do some saving for that, guys.
That's it, yeah.
Real big piece of machinery, that is.
Yeah, a bit expensive, but it would be pretty cool. What a good question, buddy. This one is from Big Red Wants You. What's the short and long-term plans for D&J projects? Great content, guys, and have a great, I would say great year or great day. Ran out of letters for his question. Short and long-term plans for D&J projects?
Short-term, carry on as we are. Long-term, make sure we can carry on.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Just do exactly what we're doing, slowly growing and progressing.
Want to keep continuing to do what we do, work-wise, YouTube-wise. That's the plan. From Mole, any new purchases for 2024? It's pretty much going back to the shredder.
Everyone loves a good purchase.
That's it, yeah. They like to see Mum and Dad spending the money for D&J projects,
which we always do. We always invest. We're a big believer that you've got to invest in the company.
Absolutely, and as you'll know if you've watched the video a lot, Mum and Dad are always investing in D&J. So this question's from Westy. Next holiday vlog. We've not actually got one booked. Not got one booked, guys. Was gonna look at February, but there's some big jobs in February. I definitely want to get away for a week. It's been a long year, so I'm thinking Egypt. Not 100% sure when or where. Thinking Sharm El Sheikh, a 2-week holiday again, because you know we like a good 2-week holiday. But be sure we'll take you along for that journey when that time comes. Play It Express. Why don't we see Antoinette Asnet on YouTube no more? It's just not been with us. Not been very well in all 3 weeks. He's been ill, so that's why you haven't seen him on the camera. Yeah, that's it. You'll see whoever's out on job, basically, and whoever's around when walking around. And if someone's not at work, you can't see that person, guys, unfortunately. But he's not sacked, he's not left, so we're all good on that side of things, guys. Thomas, would you ever get an industrial wood burner to heat the unit and also burn wood from grabs?
Got one. We have got one. It's not been used for a long time. It's in the concrete side. But yeah, we have got one. Does it save much? Not really. Does it keep the unit warm? Yes, it does.
That's it, yeah. It is a warm one. But yeah, we do actually have one. Too many kids to count. What area of the business would you expand if you got a much bigger yard that you're after?
The waste recycling part of it, 100%. I think that's the bit what's going to progress and expand now. Everything else is its limit. It'd be nice to have a bigger yard to store the wood as well.
Yeah.
Just do a few more products. But at the minute, we're just restricted by yard space and unit space.
And coming on to the yard space from Broader, have you got anywhere with the land purchase?
No, can't find anywhere.
It's impossible, guys.
You guys will have to keep your eyes out as well and let me know.
Yeah, absolutely impossible, because I'm sure, as you'll all know, there's basically new builds being just thrown up everywhere. And let's say if the land was worth $1 million, they might pay 1.5 million. They're going to make that back in 2 houses. So it doesn't matter to them at all paying over the odds. They're going to make it back. When they're putting 100 houses on the side, they're going to make that money back just like that, guys. It's very hard to compete with people like that. This one is Blood. Hi Dave, Merry Xmas to you and your family and staff.
Merry Christmas to you, mate.
Yeah, appreciate that, buddy. Ben Newton, what tool are you buying next year, and what is the big plan for D&J Projects? Everyone loves a tool. Everyone loves a
purchase and plans. So yeah, as covered earlier, that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
No tools planned. Like I said, I'd like industrial big shredder or something, but it's going to process the green waste and the panels. Just to make it easier to store. Probably sell a little bit, as you guys keep on mentioning about the wood chip. You could sell it for weed prevention. But yeah, that's going to be the next purchase. What I can see in the future. It might change. Changes every single day.
Probably all depends on yard space as well, guys, because that's a big bit of kit and we've got nowhere to put it. So it's all dependent on yard space. When are you getting a trommel?
I haven't actually mentioned that, but I have thought about that. I don't know. I'm going to have a word with Spitfire Engineering to see if we can process the muck a little bit better, because obviously the trommel rolls it where the screen vibrates it to get the soil. I don't know. That might be a good purchase in the future.
Yeah. From the bin cleaner, what was your best Christmas present as a kid?
Good question, this is. Real good question.
I think I got it for Christmas, but I think it was a elimination chamber. Oh, that's Pickles. It was an elimination chamber with like wrestling figures. I'm sure that was Christmas. If it was Christmas or birthday, but that's one that I do remember. This really cool sort of wrestling ring elimination chamber. It was wicked. That was good.
And mine, I think mine was Christmas. I've been birthday. It was at Amstrad 464 with Colour Street, and he remembers them. And he used to go doo doo, and it used to load and it was tape as well. It used to take about 3 hours to load one game. And then if it crashed in between, that was another 3 hours go away. But yeah, that's one of my good childhood memories, yeah.
Pretty cool. Ryan King, what's the hardest thing about being in business during this time with the cost of living crisis?
Competing on prices. No one's loyal anymore. That's the hardest thing. Making sure you're competitive and competing with the prices, so everyone gets a good deal.
Yeah, because obviously, as you know, guys, we want to do the best that we can for everyone who uses D&J Projects. Yeah, but getting good prices for everyone, guys. We want good prices for customers that come in and buy stuff and do their own fence, customers for traders that users, and customers the fence install prices, the way we go and do the installs. We want to be competitive in every market where we can be. Oh, and grabs, of course.
It's hard. You've got to be on it. You've got to be on it all the time. So making sure we're hitting our profit and our margins.
Yeah, that's
and obviously just providing a good service for everyone. That's the hardest part at the minute.
Dyke, what advertising have you found best?
100%. I'm gonna hands down YouTube. 100%.
Yeah.
It's if you're not on this gravy trade now, you need to get on it, because we have seen a massive increase in jobs purely from YouTube.
Yeah.
We advertise internet, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube's up there.
Absolutely.
And you might even just see it on the videos, because you say, oh, this is another subscriber.
Yeah, that's it.
It's the way the world's going, and social media is the place to be.
Yeah, you've got to be on social media.
And current.
Business.
And current.
I know, of course, a lot of word of mouth from older businesses, recommendations, but to go to next levels, because obviously I would assume that's what a lot of people want. YouTube is
Or social medias. Yeah, Instagram's good as well.
Yeah, because there's some big Instagrammers that don't have massive YouTubers, but Instagram is easy as well because it's a click of, it's just a quick swipe on your phone. It's probably easier to mess around with Instagram, but YouTube is a good one. What's your Starbucks order? It's a good question.
I'm not a big fan of Starbucks.
No?
Nah.
Well, if I was to have one, a hot drink, that would be a caramel macchiato. And if I was having pretty much the exact same drink but iced version, I do like an iced coffee, especially with this sore throat I've got going on.
Mine's caramel latte and that's it. I'm not a big fan of Starbucks. We don't really go. It's expensive.
It's very, very expensive. £5 something a coffee, which is a bit of a joke really, isn't it, guys? Talk of cost of living prices, but
I can always remember when we did the job where the wall fell down.
Yeah, I drove past that the other day and had a look.
But they cost me 40 quid or something.
Yeah, that's absolutely crazy. 7 coffees.
I went to the toilet, there was a Sainsbury's there and a Starbucks. Sent Jordan for the Starbucks with my card. I went to the toilet. Most expensive toilet I've been to, about £40 later. To buy everyone a Starbucks.
That's it, guys. From Leah and George Dawson, what meat are you having on your Christmas dinner?
That's an easy one, I know that. Do you know that?
I think we've got turkey.
Yeah.
We've got a beef.
Yeah. And we have got the Chelsea because he's vegetarian.
A turkeyless crown or something.
Yeah. A turkeyless crown. So I don't know how that works. So Alfie.
So this is Alfie, everyone. He jumped up here because Pickles is trying to beat him up. So here he is. Pickles is down there.
Corner, mate.
You'll get to see Pickles later. Has Pickles got anything for Christmas, present-wise?
He might be watching this live, so I can't tell you guys. You have to wait and see. Let's just show we'll show you.
From Greg, would you ever go into tool hire?
Lots of people do ask this, and I'm too precious about my tools. I get attached to them. That's because we maintain them, look after them. That's why they last us so long. So I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't be able to do it because not everyone looks after them. Can you imagine sending the Sunny out and then you see someone smashing concrete with it and bashing it up and it comes back with... I see other YouTubers which do tool hire and use them themselves and they come back wrecked. I don't know what the policy is, but I mean, you could have £400 deposit and they could do £1,000 worth of damage. How's that work? No, I'm too precious about my tools. I want to keep the tools for ourselves, for the D&J crew.
Good question, Greg.
Yeah, very good question.
Thomas, favourite job of the year? Merry Christmas to you all, and thanks for the content. Well, thank you very much for that, buddy. Thank you for watching. Favourite job of the year? It always seems to revert back to Clive's resin. I don't know if that's because it's so fresh in comparison, it's end of year, because we've done absolutely loads of jobs. We'll probably have to look through.
You know what? I do like that gate one. The one where everyone liked the gates. Where we didn't put the electric motors on.
Yeah, the
barn gates, that's another the field gates, that's another good one.
They were good. Also, I like the job where, was that last year? That was last year actually, Christmas, where Dad drove through on the sunny across the whole field to pull the...
That's another good one, I like that.
Yeah, pull all the shrubbery out.
First got sunny then.
Yeah, that's it. So that was a year ago, because we did that just before Christmas. There's been loads, absolutely loads. I think...
It wouldn't be unfair to say favourite, because...
Yeah, every job you do, you I love that one. And then you do another one next week and it's like, I love that one.
It is a good question, that is, because it gets you thinking, like, I remember that one, But yeah,
I'm like in resin at the minute. Yeah. One that I wasn't even on or participated in was the customer had got the lovely stone wall and you'd done some pilot holes in the concrete for resin. I had nothing to do with that, but that was also one of my favourites because I get to see it on YouTube, get to edit the video and get to see the sort of the speciality of Dad doing the resin. That was a nice one as well. Are we going to see footage of your Xmas do? Daz, there's been a little bit on YouTube already.
I'm going to put a bit of a video on Instagram because obviously the copyright thing on Instagram is not as harsh as what it is on YouTube. So if you are, I'll tag the D&J one in, Stevie, me,
Yeah.
and whoever else is in it.
Yeah.
So you get to see that.
Julie Gab, what are you most looking forward to in 2024?
See where the company goes.
Yeah. See what jobs come along. There's some good ones coming.
There is some
I don't want to say too much, but there are some good ones coming, guys, and you really do need to stick with us. It's going to be a good year, hoping so anyway, fingers crossed and all that, guys. Eddie Abu, do you know who he is?
Yes.
So, what does Dave think about Eddie Abu? Is that black guy?
He's a bodybuilder. I've actually met this guy. I've met him backstage at a bodybuilding show when he was massive. Now, he's dead into eat clean, eat stuff which basically is natural, not many numbers. He's hammering that home in a minute on Instagram. It's hard because I knew what it was like before, and he abused his body before, and now he's coming home and hammering that. And I agree with some of his policies, I don't agree with some of them. You can't go all day eating clean food like he does. Well, he is proving he can do, but
on camera.
Yeah, it's so easy to eat junk food, like he says. And there is a lot of stuff, but it's rubbish. Rubbish, just full of E numbers, full of sugar, and yeah, he's emphasising that.
Yeah. I do also believe
a bit on the fence.
I do believe a lot of it is for social media to gain the hype, because you have to remember at the same time that can generate into a payday for him every time he has these videos that go viral. So a lot of people do say stuff to gain hype, not necessarily mean it, because like Dad says, he lived a long life before.
He's a super nice guy in person. Oh, you know.
So,
like I said, I met him backstage, and he is a super nice person.
Well, it's a good question. Thank you for thinking outside of the box.
Eddie Abu, yeah.
I'm it.
He's Olympia as well.
Doing that.
He's Olympia. Almost Olympia.
Good question.
Well, he's been on stage with Olympians at Olympia.
Faz Josh, what blaze do you use in your still source?
Well, we did do a demo on one, and then if we're not demoing one, just the ones at the unit, or we use an Ox one. I mean, whatever's.
I've just been using an Ox one, a multi-purpose one that does a bit of everything. Good.
If I'm doing porcelain, I have got a special porcelain blade which I've just got from Paving Stones Direct, which is just a continuous blade with no slices or anything in it. And then anything else, just cheap and cheerful, because they tend to last us quite a while anyway. I remember we're cutting through steel as well, for steel posts, or steel in the posts.
From Bertie, is there anything at the Mo the company doesn't do that you would try in 2024? Good question. So we do fencing, grabs, selling, driveways. What else is there? We do drop curbs.
Probably that mulch thing, if we did.
Yep.
Going down the recycling line. Yeah, probably that.
Yeah.
If we had a big enough yard, then we'd do 6F2, which is a recycled product. Fill sand, which is a recycled product. Probably recycled pea gravel. There's lots if we had a bigger yard, but until we get a bigger yard, no. I mean, same with that field gate, probably for field gates if we had a bigger yard. Yep. It's all down to space. At the minute, we're at capacity.
Yeah, that farm gate, field gate, I feel like we could do that. Could definitely do that.
And we've got the machinery in the yards, well, sat in the unit, ready to do that.
So, Faye Burgess, what does the J stand for in D&J? It stands for juniors, Dave and his juniors. So that's what it stands for. Use a battery and 2 wires to test your trailer electrics.
Yes, I did mention this on a live, and I will try that, and you guys will see me.
So big shout out to you, David Stevenson. I don't know if you're the same person that sent Dad the message about that.
I think it's been a couple.
But big shout out to you for the battery and 2 wires. From Michaela, did Finn pass his driving test?
Unfortunately, not.
Not this time, but it will definitely be third time lucky for him. I'm going to ring him later actually to see if he's actually booked that test. Hello, Alfie.
You have to wait 2 or 3 days.
I think you have to wait at least 1 day. Do you ever do metal fencing? I've never done it myself.
I have. I've done the green metal fencing around the school, so we are capable of doing it, but nothing has come through as of yet.
No.
If it does, then rest assured we can do metal fencing.
Never done it. I'd like to have a go. I would like to have a go. So if anyone's got any jobs out there, let us know. I'd like to have a go on that. You know what, I'm going to read this one. Absolutely fine. Sorry guys, I'm stopping watching. I have enjoyed it, but it's a bit boring. Stevie spends most of the time watching. That's absolutely fine. Thank you, Paul. It was a pleasure having you on this journey. If you change your mind, you know where we are. Thank you. From Julie Louise, was there ever a toy item you wanted for Xmas as a kid but never got? Mine was a Mr. Frosty.
Mine was a quad.
Quad bike.
And my mum and dad were watching, and they would say, yeah, quad.
Yeah.
If I didn't have a brother and sister, it would have been a quad. 100%, yeah.
That's it, a quad bike.
I got a brother and sister instead.
You know what, guys? I don't know. I don't feel like there must be. I don't feel like I've ever asked for anything outlandish that I can think about. So I'm not too sure. I don't think there has been. Not
It's a
to
good
say,
question, that, isn't it? You know, when it gets you thinking, it's a good question.
Not to say that it was like spoiled or out like that, but I don't think I ever asked for stuff like that. But it's a good question. But a Mr. Frosty, what is a Mr. Frosty?
Mr. Frosty's an old school where you used to put ice in it and you used to crush it up, and then you used to put this juice on it.
Different flavours, yeah.
A bit like a slush pupper.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, it's one of them, but you made your own.
Fair enough.
Like a toy.
Geordie man, how are you finding the time to do all this vlogging and editing as well as being the transport manager? It has been very tough this last sort of month, we'll say. It is Sunday right now, the day you were watching this video, and we started just before 8 o'clock. So that sort of tells you everything. We're doing everything down to the wire where we can to try and give you guys what you want. Excuse me, I know it won't last forever, so that's the reason why we're just sort of powering on and doing what we can. But it's been tough, it has been tough. But I've actually enjoyed it, so that's the best thing. Jake Sherwood, how's your house, Stevie? Stay tuned for that, because there's some things coming. The J in D&J stands for
Juniors.
Dave, when are you officially going to adopt Finn? Finbar.
Finn's eyes have already adopted him. And I'm sure he mentioned it at the Christmas do.
I think so, yeah, probably.
That's how I treat everyone. You know what I mean? If they're eager to learn, that's how they get treated. It's not just Finn. You see him Finn because Finn's working alongside me.
Yeah.
But if it's Mason or Asner, they all get treated the same. Yeah, you'll see that bond I have with people, a bit of banter.
That's it.
If they're willing to learn, I'm willing to teach.
That's the key word, willing. If they show willing, Dad is all for it. Dad is all for it. They can be absolute amateur, Dad will treat them the exact same as someone who's doing everything right at the top. So that's the best thing. From Chris, love your vid, but please don't do a video every day. I can't keep up. There's been a few people that said that. There has been a few people. Look, guys. You haven't got to watch every single one. It's absolutely fine. But I wouldn't expect you to take time out your day. Obviously, you've got stuff to do as well, especially Christmas time. It's a busy period. So if you only get to watch one video a week, absolutely fine, guys. Please don't feel pressured into watching all these videos.
But you have got some in the bag now.
Yeah, yeah, I've got stuff to watch over Christmas period. But next year, it's not going to be, it's going to go back to 2 videos a week. Maybe the odd random one if me and Dad have got something to do or something interesting's happening. Maybe we'll throw a separate day video out there. But
which we have done before, people like that.
Like
a bit of a bonus.
Yeah, so we may do that, but we shall see. So from Mickey, Stevie, when you become boss, what would you change? And Merry Christmas, loving the vids. I don't think I'll become boss like that because I know what my daddy's like. He's a workaholic, we'll say it like that. He'll be there for a while, a long time. I don't want him to go anywhere, of course I don't. Same with Mum and everyone that's there. But what would I change?
question this is.
I don't
love this
think
question.
there's a lot that I would like to change, in the sense of I don't think we do an awful lot wrong. There's probably what I would change is I would try and bring the stress level down just a little bit. So, because as everyone knows, Dad wears work on his sleeve. Like it's his heart, it's his baby from what he started with. So there's a lot of stress that Dad goes through. But sometimes it's too much stress over little things. So if there's a way of building that down where I can take that stress, that's what I would like to do. But I would say I'm not going to say we're perfect, because nobody is. We can all do a little few things better, of course we can. But I would say we do pretty okay. So cracking question.
Yeah.
Thank you for that one, buddy, Mickey. But not to blow smoke up our own, as you know, I would just say I'm happy with how it is, to be honest. But you can always get better, right? But good question.
But if you ask that question in 5 years' time, there might be something you don't know.
That's it, of course.
Yeah, it always changes.
Of course. I've only been there 3 years as well, and I ain't been sort of in the role I am in for too long, we'll say. Nixon, who can knock out the most panels, gravel boards and posts in an hour? Well, the concrete lads, offset, they'll be smashing those moulds out. I don't know who would be fastest. Jordan must be a part of that, because he runs around. So it would definitely be Jordan. And someone who can knock out the most panels, me, 100%. I'm not having anyone say they can beat me on that. If it's on a panel master or if it's on hand, I'm beating anyone.
I think Jamie's getting up there if he was up against someone.
So
I don't know. It's like, it might be a good video to do that.
We'll have a race.
Like we're on about the forklift racing.
That's
we could
it,
do the panel racing, because we have got 3 tables. We could set 3 tables up, and we can make it by hand.
But it's quality over quantity.
They've got to be bang on.
That is the key. No point smashing out panels.
That could be a good video, you know, because I can set all 3. This is a good one.
Yeah.
Set all 3 tables up. I don't think I'll be in it now, but we could set 3 tables up. We've got 3 tables. You could do it by hand, and then it could be.
It's got to be first to 5 or something.
First to 5 or first to 10, and then you check the quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, a good video that.
Yeah, so
a bit like what that bricklaying one did on YouTube, where they had the best of the bricklayers.
Build with vein,
I think that was part of it, yeah. But you had Charlie Collison.
Yeah, all of that.
Mahoney
brickwork.
Yeah, Mahoney brickwork. They did it with brickwork. They built a wall, didn't they?
Yeah, they did actually.
We could do first to 5 panels.
Maybe that's what we'll do. That's a good idea, guys. Good idea, Nick.
Yeah, we can have all 3 tables going at once.
From Hackett, how long had Maureen worked at D&J Projects? 4 or 5 years? 2018, 5 years, guys.
Wow.
Yeah, 2018, long time.
Wow.
From DE Groundworks, open evening at the yard.
We have spoke about this.
Fans all kick in a few quid and we do beers and burgers. That's a cracking idea.
After a weekend, then, if it's going to be beers and burgers.
Yeah, but you know what? That's a good idea. 2024, we will make it one of our sort of priorities.
You know what?
To do
Who would like is to get, you know, the people we collaborate with, like Valley Turf and Topsoil, The Struggler, BP Paving. Who else is there? Build It with A&E, see if we can get them down there.
Steve and Alex?
Yeah, Steve and Alex. All the ones we've done, like bits. I mean, I'd love to get Joe Everest there as well, but
yeah, to be fair, he always said he would fly over, but it's
if I could put something in place next year, and we did it like on a Sunday, and we've got all them guys there who will be up for that, so you get to meet some of your
favourite YouTubers.
Yeah, favourite YouTubers.
If we put something together, let us know down below. If we put something together, would you be interested, guys? I think this may be the last one, guys. This is from G. Good question. What did your family and workers think when you said you were starting YouTube? No one wanted to be involved. I'd say that from the get-go.
That was on the YouTube side. That's family.
On YouTube,
yeah. Is that the family bit?
So that's family, yeah. You can clarify that, can't you, Mum? No one wanted to be involved, because you have to remember, guys, a lot of people see it as a gimmick, a what are you doing sort of time. No one expects it to be where we are, where every single video it's a football stadium filled. When me and Dad have been to the boxing to watch Lee Wood, there's been 10,000 people, 15,000 people, and we always say, just look how many people are here. It's like putting a TV in the middle of the ring and doubling the amount of people here. That's what we got on yesterday's video.
And then when you look at that, you think, wow.
When you actually see the people, I know it sounds a lot, oh yeah, like we got 30,000 people watched yesterday's video. Oh, that's good. But then, you know, when you actually visualise it, think of a football team, Nottingham Forest. That stadium is almost a 30,000 capacity stadium. That'll be full, every seat, every red seat has got a bum on it with a TV on in the middle. No one expected us to get to there, including myself. Well, Dad actually did, yeah, he always said. I was more negative when it came to
I never
where we
thought
would get.
70 or 1,000, I always thought, yeah, 1,000 straight away.
Yeah, I said it would take forever to hit 1,000 subscribers. I just thought there's no way that we could do that. So I probably went in there with the wrong mindset. Dad went into it with the one that was pushing us forward for that. So big shout out to Dad for that sort of stuff when it comes to YouTube, because I didn't think we would get to where we've got to. Never here. I didn't think we'd be closing in on sort of 100,000 subscribers, which is absolutely amazing. But obviously we couldn't have done it without all of you guys. Yeah. So all your guys' help.
Watching us.
3 years. We've been doing it for 3 years. It doesn't feel like it's been 3 years. It feels like a year maybe. It's absolutely crazy. And that shows that we're actually enjoying what we're doing, because if we weren't, it would feel like an eternity, like a lifetime, right?
It's gone quick.
It has gone quick. I can honestly say I don't see us stopping anytime soon. I don't see no reason to. Maybe we'll help ourselves out by having someone help out, maybe. But other than that, when we do a video Wednesday and Sunday, it's pretty easy. It's not hard, is it? Let's be real. Like it's not hard.
The hardest thing being with this Vlogmas is, like I say, finding content to film.
Yeah. Especially if you're in the yard.
Because I do stuff behind the scenes which I can't show you, which is going to be boring, which you wouldn't want to see. And it's a building channel. You want to see the tips and tricks along the way, the fence building, the grab work, the doing the drives, the driving the spanner. You don't want to see me sat behind the desk answering phones.
Yeah. Even though I know whatever you say,
reps.
Can we see more of the office stuff, the staff stuff, the mum and Chelsea? Which of course you can. How long do you want to see that for? You don't want to see that for 3 days in a row, do you guys? Obviously, and that's what Dad's been at. Dad's been at the yard for 3 days in a week. Last week, I did see a comment, scraping the barrel for content or something, which I did thought, it's a bit disrespectful, that comment, because we're trying to do the best we can to give you the content that we can. So I left the comment up, I didn't delete it or anything, but I thought it might have been a tongue-in-cheek comment, but sometimes you see them and you think, me and Dad are staying up till daft o'clock every day to get these videos out for you, and then someone's saying that. But then you read the next comment and someone's so super happy with all the effort and the time you're putting in. So sometimes it's annoying, but sometimes, as Dad said, it's hard to film a video every day.
But sometimes you need comments like that to then think, you know what, I'll change it up a little bit.
Yeah.
You need do need negativity in your life to think, you know what, I'll show it.
Yeah.
Because you pick yourself up thinking, well, I've concentrated on that one, but then you've got like 10 comments which are good.
Yeah.
But I'll give him something to watch decent. Sometimes you need that push.
That's
You
it.
turn it on your head and make it a positive comment.
Yeah, turning a negative into a positive. That might even be the title of this video.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can't say it's clickbait on this one because we've said it. But Pickles, come and say hello before because questions are done, guys. So come here. Puppy update. How old is he now?
Worked it out is, what is it, babe, 4 months?
Yeah.
It's 4 months.
That is Pickles.
4 months. And yes, he does look like a hedgehog.
Yeah.
And he's a little terror at the minute.
He's cute. Teven.
Yeah, it's Teven. No, Teven.
He's cute though, guys. But yeah, I would say with that said, that is
End of video.
end of video.
We'll see you next one, guys.